Welcome back to Dracon's Plays Dark Souls Remastered. So, this time around, we're playing as a Holy Knight. So we're rocking the Astora Straight Sword +2, Talisman once again, the Balder Shield, Knight Helm, Elite Knight Armor, Knight Gauntlets, Elite Knight Leggings, Wolf Ring, and Havel's Ring. And then we still have our 3 spells, Seek Guidance, Great Heal Exert, and Force. Now, this episode, we're actually going to be taking a trip down into the Catacombs. Ooh. Haha. We got the rare sleeping. Well, not really rare, but the uncommon sleeping thing. But anyways. So, we are going to be making a trip down into the Catacombs. So, our damage against skeletons is still not amazing, but it is significantly better. Ooh, two-handed is actually pretty decent. Oh, that was just a sword. I thought that was a shiny. So anyways, this path right here is really easy to miss, and I actually did on my first playthrough. I think I actually had to look up where the catacombs were. Because that path is not easy to find. Alright, so one of the properties of the skeletons down here is that they revive, unless they're killed by Holy. So, damage! Damage! Well, off to a great start. So, because that one skeleton was killed by the explosion, he revived. But because our sword has Holy on it, when I killed him again, he stayed dead. Now, we're going to get more into that particular mechanic as we go deeper in, but, yeah. But yeah, so the Catacombs is a tough area, especially early in the game. You can mitigate it somewhat by use of, holy weapon like this, or a blunt weapon. This is one of the earlier times that you can descend into the Catacombs. Now, interestingly enough, there are certain events that can only happen if you do things in a certain order. So you can only get some of the Catacombs events by going in early. I hit the button to untwo-hand. So anyway, if you hit skeletons with strong attacks, they crumple. Stupid hole in the stairway. So that's one little trick to help. Just generally mitigate any trouble in the catacombs. So they can be backstabbed. Oh, that's not quite a kill. Is this one of the spots? It is. Try Divine. So that's a little hint to try a weapon like the Astora Straight Sword, or to infuse with Divine. Alright. Nice. Now, here is the other part of the mechanic. You have these necromancers. As long as they are alive, these skeletons will continue to revive unless you kill them with Divine. So therefore, the best route is to kill them with Divine. If possible. If not, the trick to the Catacombs is to rush the necromancers. And kill them as quickly as possible. Damn iframes. Well, I don't know why the skeletons are getting iframes. But anyways. So that over there is a necromancer. Alright. Doing good. Okay. So right off the bat, the necromancer runs for the hills. Scimitar. So the necromancer will continuously run point to point, and what you need to do is attempt to keep up with him. Or manage to rush ahead and kill him. Before he becomes a problem. Alright. Doing good so far. What are you doing? Huh. That's weird. I never noticed that before. But anyway, so if you look at the actual catacombs, there's tons of just slow-moving, crawling bugs all over the place. And there's really not a good spot here for it. But you have all these, like, bodies. Near the first bonfire, I'll need to go back to that at some point. There's this, like, spot where it's like, wow. Because it's like, it's not... It's just stacks and stacks of bodies. It's really, really ridiculous. And here we get the good old Lucerne. Really, really interesting weapon. Ignore the fact that it's called Lucerne, which makes no sense because there's no, Lucerne. It's the name of a city, actually. Just kind of generally ignore that. Perfect. That new effect looks so good. Gotcha. I really dislike how the random times when they're invincible or not invincible. Hello, friend. Oh, is this the spot where... Yeah, there it is. So, through the gap in the wall, you're actually able to spot a bonfire. Not too easy to spot, but interesting little detail. There's a better look at it. So yeah, there's a bonfire hidden right behind that wall. A little hint of something to come. Ah, stupid thing. Did that stupid skeleton just throw himself off? I think he did. Why did that not hit him? There's just some general weirdness going on with that. Kick him through the ground, that's fine. Alright, you can kind of see it here, where it's like, that's just a bunch of bodies mashed together. Near the opening bonfire, there's a really cool, like, mural type thing. Really? Where it's just actually, like, not mural, but layers, rather, where you have these very like obvious delineation. Why are you so tough? But yeah, where you have this very, very obvious, like, delineation and obvious just, like, stacking of bodies. More souls. But yeah, so my current setup is really, really making this zone doable at this stage in the game. Without my current build, this section would be nightmarish at best. Alright, is this where the... Alright. Huh. Weird. I thought there was a necromancer around here. Very weird. Alright. So something interesting just happened right there. So that's actually the first illusionary wall in the game. So here you can see those holes we were looking through. And here we get a little bonus bonfire. Alright, now what do I want? Alright, I'm just thinking, so for the upcoming, like, episodes, I think I'm gonna end up needing decks. Good old Lucy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up needing some decks. 42... Oh wow, I am right there. Alright. Let's do that then. $14 decks. Sweet. But, alright. Anyways, let's see. So here we have a sneaky little ladder. And we have someone who's quite familiar to anyone who knows the Souls series. Liar. Accurate.
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the Catacombs? Are you a cleric or something?
So, if you answer yes to this, he will attack you on sight next time he sees you. So I am not a cleric.
Well, that's strange. Oh, I know what it is. You've come for the trinkets, haven't you? Well, whatever it is. This place is treacherous. Do you watch your step?
Oh, Patches.
Well, that's strange. Oh, I know what it is. Well, this place is treacherous.
So you are actually able to force pull the lever, even though he... Whoa, that's weird. But yeah, you are still able to pull the lever, never mind he's standing in front of it. Alright. Okay. And there he goes. You can see him up there. He just pulled the lever. Thus trapping us on this side. For now. There is a way out. What the heck is happening? Treasure! So this giant skeleton actually came down a little bit early. You could hear the ceiling break. And then he fell, which was weird. Or, well, he fell down, and then the ceiling broke. It's supposed to be the other way around. Alright. Yeah, that's annoying and stupid. So is it just that one, or is there... Alright, does not seem like there's another behind me. But yeah, there are ladders on either side here. Allowing you to climb up and deal with the archer. And actually get back out, I believe. But yeah, a lot of people don't know about the ladders that are on either side. Yeah, so no drinking on ladders in DS1, unfortunately. But yeah, from here you're able to drop back to where you started, get back out. Cool little detail. But yeah, that treasure message most likely was left by Patches. Nice little touch. So over here you have a body in a coffin and a statue of a woman with child. And we got the Dark Moon Seance ring, which is an interesting one. This ring is granted to adherents of Gwyndolin, Dark Moon deity, and lastborn of Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight. Grants additional attunement slots. The Dark Sun Gwyndolin is the only remaining deity in Anor Londo. His followers are few, but their tasks are of vital importance. Interesting description, that. That's actually one we're going to get back to later on. So one of the things I like about the design of the Catacombs is they totally did an amazing job making it tight and claustrophobic. What? What the... Up. So that's how you get back up and out. So... What? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna save and quit. I really wish it didn't check the network status each and every time. It's like, no, if you're in offline mode, just keep it offline. Or I wish it was like Bloodborne, where it was hard option one way or the other. And we got the Skull Lantern. Sweet. Skull Lantern of the Catacombs Necromancer. Droops from his long beard locks. Doesn't quite make sense, but this lantern lights the Tomb of Giants, Nito's light-devouring domain of death. Also serves as a fire-damage strike weapon. So as you can see, it does actually do fire damage. Not much, though. Anyways. So this path here, actually... Crap. Miracle. Tranquil Walk of Peace. Or TWOP, as people call it. Outland Miracle, foreign to the Way of White. Slows all walking within effect area. So the Way of White is the Church of Gwyn. It's the main, source of miracles and faith. It's interesting that it's an outland magic foreign to them. So this is not one of their creation. This miracle is normally used to flee, as it slows walking, but does not affect attacks. But nevertheless, defines peace perfectly. Apparently you define peace by walking slowly. So yeah, this drops us back off in the first part of the level, which we're now just gonna sprint through to get back to the second bonfire and hatches. There are two of them here. I almost never come down here. Alright. Let's reload real quick. Get that second crystal lizard. I forgot there was crystal lizards down there. That is the most annoying. I think my PS4 isn't even connected to the internet right now. Huh. Interesting. He didn't show up. So is it a random chance that there's two? I didn't realize that there was two of them down here. Interesting. Ugh, this part sucks. Alright. So where does this put me? I totally forget. Alright, no items. Oh! Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Hello.
Oh, well, how are you then? I slipped and flipped that lever.
Ah, you slipped. It did cause me trouble.
I'm truly sorry. Really? But wait now. You didn't actually fall down. Well, why didn't you tell me sooner? All's well that ends well. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm not above it all, I swear. I'm trusty Patches. Oh, one and only. I know. This should make up for it.
Ah, crap. Damn it, skeleton. Stupid skeleton. Damn, that's a good heal.
We're on the same side. Undead outcasts. Fantastic, isn't it?
Sure, Patches. Sure.
We're on the same side.
Alright. Alright, now let's take a seat, shall we? Alright. Let's see. So, I need 4,500. Alright, so each one of those is worth 2. So that might actually give me enough for 2 levels, damn it. $15, and I need 200. I need 150 more. Got plenty of souls. Nice. 16. Alright, not bad, not bad. Alright. Stupid skeleton. The Great Scythe. And then... So, that is actually the far side of the room that had like the archers and all that. So that is actually a shortcut to this point. Alright. Now then. So, it's a little hard to see him. But hanging out just in the shadows there is another Titanite demon. I thought I had gotten some. Oh boy. That jump attack is ridiculous. So this guy is problematic just because of the amount of space you actually have to fight him. Plus his health is ridiculous. So that is a grab attack, should be noted. Eyes of Death. What? That jump attack is like broken. It's like that stupid lingering hitbox on it. It has a weird delay. And then just the general hitbox of it is ridiculous. Oh, he steppy stomped me. God damn it! Really? And then his tracking. Like that one, he did 360 degrees. Like, ugh. He is nightmarish to fight. He's, especially in that space, there is not enough space to properly deal with him. Ow. Really, really not great. Well, honestly, those guys have way too much health. Especially some of the late game ones. It's just utterly ridiculous how much health they have. Alright. And that jump attack is ludicrous. There's a lingering hitbox on it. It's really wide and the tracking's just insane. So Nestle and Coffin. And then we can exit Coffin, but we're going to hang out for a little bit. While we're hanging out, let's see. Alright. So while we're hanging out, I'm just taking a look at my notes. I've actually talked about a lot of the stuff here. Man, I forgot how long this took. Here we go. Lid slides closed, and you got a very brief look at a skeleton hanging out. Then you wake up in a strange cave. It's not clear who opened up the coffin this time around, but... Tomb of Giants. So we're able to nestle in the coffin again. If you look up there, there's area up above. And over here, we find a giant coffin. Pray to the sarcophagus Gravelord. Enter Covenant. Yes. Covenant Gravelord Serpent. Or Servant, not Serpent. We get the Gravelord Sword in the miracle Gravelord Sword Dance. And we're able to offer Eyes of Death. Anyways... So we have a couple of things to look at. For starters, Eyes of Death. Online play item, lure phantoms from other worlds. Only Covenanter can use the item, while Hollows cannot. Weird. The dreadful Eyes of Death spread disaster across neighboring worlds. Phantoms lured to the host world may end up as victims, allowing the Eyes of Death to multiply, and leading to further proliferation of Bane. Interesting description, that. Gravelord Sword Dance. Miracle known only by the servants of the first of the dead, Gravelord Nito. Giant Gravelord swords jut out in vicinity. Nito sleeps deep within the Tomb of Giants, quietly overseeing all death, and waiting for his servants to usher in the Eye of Death. So that, right there, is Gravelord Nito. You're able to see the Gravelord sword there, and just general skeleton features. Speaking of Gravelord sword... Sword wielded only by the servants of Gravelord Nito, the first of the dead, crafted from the bones of the fallen. The miasma of death exudes from the sword, a veritable toxin to any living being. So right off the bat, 265 base damage, requires 24 strength. Can I two-hand it? I might be able to two-hand it. But this weapon is one of the ones that is actually used... Yeah, I can. For, speed runs. I forgot that's not great. Damn. Weird. So yeah, it is actually used for speed runs, and I have used that for speed running. Yeah, so that gives you early access to a very, very powerful weapon. It was used in a lot of early speedruns, before they discovered glitches and other things. Because even though you can sprint here quite quickly, and even with the little bit of distance, just the strength of this particular weapon, especially the ease of getting it up to, I think, something like +3 without too much effort. made it very, very good for speedruns. Alright. Anyways, we're gonna leave him alone. Because crap. Alright, skeleton friends are climbing. Alright, so I don't want to step in the middle there because it will break. And that is a thing I do not want. Ah, damn it! I got hung up on the damn skeleton. I actually got hung up on the skeleton there. Which didn't allow me to get away. That sucks. Alright. So we've actually done most of the catacombs at this point. I only have a little bit more left. Idiot. Yeah, so the Gravelord's sword is, like I was talking about, very, like, once you know the route, it is quite easy to get to very, very quickly, and it's quite strong, so... Yeah. Veterans who know what they're doing can get that and become relatively overpowered fairly early in the game. Oh, camera. Dear God, camera. Alright. Did it. Alright, this is a parry shield. So that was the last of the necromancers. Alright. So at this point... Alright, so down here we find a Black Knight. Dear God. Where are you going? Black Knight Great Axe and a white Titanite chunk. Whew. Alright. Bone Wheel skeletons are some of the worst enemies in the series. Like, DS1 bone skeletons are brutal. Just because of the amount of damage they can do. Woo! So there you can hear Blacksmith hammering away. Alright. There it is. Blacksmith ahead. Now, unfortunately, you cannot get there from here. So what we are going to do is Homeward Bone. Perfect. Alright. Let's get some more... No, let's get a little bit more fit. Get that up to 15. Nice round number. Alright, anyways. Now, we have a couple of things we need to get to. To start with, we need to get to that blacksmith, now that we know he's there. Alright. Green Titanite Shard. Okay. This is gonna suck. Hello, Vamos. So this is Vamos the Blacksmith. So this guy was previously the hardest blacksmith to get to. In the remaster, they have added a bonfire, which I am not going to rest at, because dealing with wheel skeletons would be a huge, huge problem. So he's one of the few blacksmiths that actually has fire. Not clear how he got it, but...
What's that then? Need some smithing? Then produce me some wares. I'm here to smith, not to chit-chat. I've told you, I'm here for the trade, not for the talk. Enough with your presence. It disturbs me.
Heh.
Well, you are a persistent one, are you not? But I'm afraid I'm a mere blacksmith. It's just me and my trade. I would be of no help to a righteous warrior such as yourself. Well, you are, but I would...
A lot to say for someone who claims not to have anything to say. So he sells homeward bones on the cheap. Actually, same price as a lot of NPCs. Titanite shards, and he also sells arrows. Fairly reasonable price. Reasonably priced, too. Alright. More damage, less range. Not by much, though. Sure. There we go. That fixes our arrow problems.
Then be gone with you. You'll spoil my focus.
Alright. It's to the right. Dear God! I hate the wheel skeletons. They are one of the worst things in the game. Just because it's like, yep, you are now just straight up dead. The wheel skeletons are extremely overpowered, and if you do not have poise, they will stun lock you to death. It's honestly quite ridiculous. Alright. Large soul of a nameless soldier. We get the preset there. Ooh! Alright, so I do not know how this is going to go. If it does not go well, I'm gonna go human and summon Helidin Leroy. He's actually on that upper platform we dropped to. He is quite strong and will easily stomp Pinwheel if we have a hard time. Because we are quite low level. So at this point, we've gotten pretty much everything out of the Catacombs. We just have Pinwheel and one more item that we can only get once he's been defeated. And once Pinwheel's down, we can work our way out. Got him! Ah. Rite of Kindling. Mask of the Father! Alright, so we got quite a few things. We'll look at all of that in just a moment. To start with, Shortcut ahead. Not accurate. That's not what's ahead. Not a shortcut. Instead, what we have back this way is actually the last item I mentioned, and this puts us just outside where the fog gate was. Alright. Nice. Yeah, so we got quite a few items to look at. Alright. How do I want to go here? 18 strength. Alright. Yeah, that looks decent. Alright, anyways, we got quite a few items from that. To start with, the Rite of Kindling. This secret rite allows bonfires to be bolstered further with kindling, so that even more Estus can be collected. Kindling was a sacred rite passed down amongst clerics, but all undead can imitate the process, in the same manner that they restore their hallowing with humanity. How peculiar that humans had found little use for humanity until they turned undead. Let's see. Mask of the Father. It's right at the bottom. One of the three masks of the Pinwheel, the necromancer who stole the power of the Gravelord and reigns over the Catacombs. This mask, belonging to the Valiant Father, slightly raises equipment load. Very, very nice. So let's see. We currently have 84. If we pop that bad boy on, goes up to 88. I think it's something like 5 or 10%. It's not a huge amount by any means, but more equip load is more equip load. Alright, so anyways, that is the Catacombs. The only thing left for us is to get out. Now, the best method for doing so is actually to go this way. Yeah, so the best method of getting out that I know of is to run back this way. Because this ladder puts you right near the beginning of the Catacombs. Hop off. All right. There we go. So here's where I was talking about. It's the same type of thing. But anyways. If you look, you just have layers upon layers of skeletons stacked up. Like, they've been killing people and burying, or not killing people, but they've been burying the dead here for a very, very long time. Like, the skull architecture of this place include little skulls on these, little, like, skull, like, almost skull designs on that. No, that's a stretch. But those are skulls. Like, straight up. But yeah. But anyways, so that's the Catacombs. If you know what you're doing, and you build appropriately, you can go there quite early. And if you do, that gives you access to the Rite of Kindling, Gravelord's Sword, and other such things really early in the game. If you think you're going to have a hard time with Pinwheel, there's a couple of tricks for that, like I said. Paladin Leroy comes in handy. But it's like, my character here is not all that strong. Ah, nice. This is awesome. I love this. You don't get to see that too often. Because normally you do the Catacombs late, so you just warp out. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, Paladin Leroy will just stomp Pinwheel. So, if you literally have no upgrades and you don't have something like the Astora Straight Sword, summon Paladin Leroy. Well, on top of the fact that Leroy will help you stomp the boss, he also happens to be on the way for the fastest route to the boss. But anyways, so that was the Catacombs. Yeah. There's not much to say about Pinwheel himself. We'll be talking a lot more about Pinwheel and Nido later on. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed our little side trip down into the Catacombs. Next time, we're actually going to be returning to the Undead Burg and descending to the lower portion of it. So anyways, I'm going to wrap you guys up. I'm going to wrap you guys up here. That's not accurate or correct or anything. I am going to wrap this one up here, and I hope to see all of you guys in the next one. Bye!